So we're going to work through this past exam question. It's taken from 2019, paper 2, question 5. It says, the equation of a least squares line is given here, and we've also been given the graph here as well. So just to take a note here, our pressure at 9 a.m. is our x-axis, and our pressure at 3 p.m. is our y-axis here. Okay, part D says, determine the residual when the atmospheric pressure at 9 a.m., so pressure at 9 a.m., so that is our x-axis, is 1013. So what we're doing here is we're coming to our x-axis and we're looking for 1013. That is going to be right here because this is 1015. So we're just going to back from that because this is also 1010. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just 2 back to get where I need to go. Now, we can see the actual value at this point. This right here is the actual value. It's 1015. We can also see the predicted value. It's going to be right there. We're going to have to calculate it, but we can see that that's where it's going to be. That is the predicted. We're being asked to find the residual, which is the difference between the actual and the predicted. That's what we need to find. We need to find this right here, the residual. Perfect. Now, as you can see, this is, how much is this question worth? Let me just zoom out here a bit. This question is worth 1 mark, meaning you don't need any working out. You could just put your answer straight in there. Of course, you're going to have to do some working out on your CAS calculator, but the only thing you need here to get your full marks is that answer. I'm going to write things down, but just so we can see what's happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the actual, which is 1015. So this is the actual y value. And I'm going to subtract the predicted. Now, to find out what this predicted is going to be, I'm going to have to sub in 1013 into the rule right here. So I'm going to have to put that into the rule to find what the predicted y is going to be. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to come here and we're going to sub in that value. So we'll put this in brackets because we're going to subtract away all of this. 111.4 plus 0.8894 times 1013. So as you can see, I'm taking this and I'm putting it into the X spot. And this here, everyone, is the predicted y. Y predicted. And now, when we put this into our calculator, which we will do now, what we're going to get out, y predicted, sorry, the residual, we're going to get out the residual. That's what we're going to get out. So let's now come to our CAS. And here's one I've done earlier. So just to save ourselves some time. So I just typed it in and I got 2.6378 out. So let's come over here. $2.6378. Now, if you left your answer like that, you would get it wrong. Why would you get it wrong if you left your answer like that? It's because it says we need to round your answer to the nearest whole number. And remember, this is 1 mark. There are no other, you're not going to get any marks for any of this working. Your 1 mark is for the answer. So if we're rounding this to the nearest whole number, our answer is just going to be 3. And that's all they want. That's all they want to see here. They just want that 3. They're looking out for that 3 to give you the answer, to give you the marks. The answer is 3 once you round up, because the 6 obviously rounds up that 2 to a 3. And let me just kind of stress this. This is the 1 mark. This is the answer. That is your residual. Okay, let's now look at the examiner's report to see how people went with this question. So let's come over here. Let's zoom out a little bit. And let's read through this. Very useful information here. So as you can see, 40% of the state got the full 1 mark. So not a well done question at all. The answer is 3. And they also show you the working out. And this is the working out that we also used. This question was poorly done. And then why was it poorly done? It tells us. Many found the predicted y correctly. So they found the predicted y correctly, but then subtracted from 1013 rather than from the pressure 3 p.m. value of 1015. So they subtracted away from the wrong thing. They should have taken this and subtracted away the predicted, but instead they did it from that. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. Common mistake that they're telling us, don't do that. Make sure you understand the working and are able to do a question like this. And remember, 1 mark, they just want to see that answer.